Welcome to Hornbill TV's Prime Time. This is your anchor, Kekrezanya Solo. First, the headlines. The precision strike by Israel in the Lebanese capital Beirut resulted in the death of Mohammed Rashid Safkafi, the commander of Hezbollah's communication unit. The union government on Thursday filed an affidavit before the Supreme Court opposing petitions that have called for the criminalization of marital rape in India. Haryana is set to vote on Saturday for the assembly elections. The state's chief electoral officer Pankaj Agarwal said over 2 crore, 3 lakh people are eligible to vote, of which 1.7 crore are male voters, 95 lakhs are women and 467 are third gender. West Bengal BJP leader Arjun Singh on Friday claimed that a group of people threw stones, hurled bombs and fired multiple gunshots at his office-cum-residence in West Bengal's North 24 Paraganas around 8:30 a.m. local time. As the Middle East faces escalating tensions, particularly between Israel and Iran, the Indian Navy has made a significant move by docking 3 of its training warships at Iran's Bandar Abbas port. Those were the top headlines, and now for the news in details. A precision strike by Israeli in the Lebanese capital Beirut resulted in the death of Mohammed Rashid Safkafi, the commander of Hezbollah's communication unit. Sharing a post on X, the IDF wrote on Friday, Mohammed Rashid Safkafi, the commander of Hezbollah's communication unit, during a precise intelligence-based strike in Beirut yesterday. According to the Israeli Defense Force, Safkafi was allegedly affiliated with Hezbollah and played a key role in enhancing the organization's communication infrastructure across its unit. The IDF said Safkafi was a senior Hezbollah terrorist who was responsible for the communication unit since 2000. Safkafi invested significant efforts to develop communication capabilities between all of Hezbollah's units. The IDF has also conducted raids in southern Lebanon, which led to the discovery of seizures of weapons, including rocket launcher munitions, anti-tank missiles and rockets. Maldives President Mohammed Muizzu is set to visit India starting from 7 to 10 October. This will mark Muizzu's first standalone bilateral visit to the country since assuming office last year. Recently, on the sidelines of the 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York, Muizzu said that he was planning to visit India as soon as possible. This will notably be the second time that Muizzu is visiting India this year after attending the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier this June. It is pertinent to note that earlier almost every Maldivian president used to make his first foreign visit to India, but Muizzu changed the trend by first visiting Turkey and then China. After assuming office, MEA spokesperson Randir Jaiswal informed on Friday that Muizzu will also be in Bengaluru and Mumbai, where he will have business engagements.
The President of the Republic of Maldives, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Muizzu, will be travelling to India on a state visit during 7th to 10th of October 2024. This will be the first bilateral visit of President Dr. Muizzu to India. As you know, he had earlier visited India in June 2024 to attend the swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. During the visit, he will also be visiting Mumbai and Bengaluru, where he will have business engagements. The visit of the President of Maldives to India, after the recent visit of the External Affairs Minister to Maldives, is testimony to the importance that India attaches to its relations with the Maldives, and the visit is expected to lend further momentum to cooperation and robust people-to-people ties between the two countries. So that was the announcement regarding.
India has on Friday reacted to controversial Islamic preacher Zakir Naik's visit to Pakistan, where he was warmly welcomed and said that it was disappointing and condemnable but not surprising. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randir Jaiswal said it is not surprising that an Indian fugitive has received a high-level welcome in Pakistan. Zakir Naik is wanted in India for alleged money laundering and incitement of extremism through hate speeches. He has been living in exile since 2016. On October 2, Naik also met the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif, in Islamabad.
Zakir Naik, yes, we have seen reports that he is being fitted in Pakistan. He has been warmly welcomed there. It is not surprising for us that an Indian fugitive, a fugitive from Indian law, justice, has received a high-level welcome in Pakistan. It is something which is disappointing, let me say, condemnable, but at the same time, as I said, it's not surprising. Now, as to what passport he went there, I am not very clear. What papers he went there, we are not very clear. But let me also remind you that when the Prime Minister of Malaysia was here, this particular issue was addressed. ये हमारे लिए कतई आश्चर्य की बात नहीं है कि जाकिर नायक को, जो कि एक भगौड़े हैं, भारतीय कानून से भागे हुए हैं, उनको पाकिस्तान ने अपने से गले लगाया है, स्वागत किया है और उच्च स्तर पे स्वागत किया है। ये निराशाजनक बात तो है ही, निंदनीय भी है, लेकिन जैसा कि मैंने कहा कि हमें इससे कोई आश्चर्य नहीं हो रहा है। Ishi, on your question on our participation in the SCO summit, yes, the External Affairs Minister will lead our delegation to Pakistan to participate in the SCO summit, which will be held in Islamabad on 15th and 16th, I understand, of October. As regards his meeting with the Sri Lankan President, that meeting has happened. First in the morning, he met with his counterpart, the Sri Lankan Foreign Minister, and thereafter he called on the Sri Lankan President, where he conveyed the wishes of our President and our Prime Minister, and a deep desire to build on our strong partnership with Sri Lanka, take this partnership forward, do all that we can to strengthen our age-old friendship, relationship, and our warm ties. The policy level, you know what our stand as far as South China Sea is concerned. We stand for freedom of navigation. We stand for freedom of flight, for unimpeded commerce. We want that all disputes in the region be resolved through peaceful dialogue, and we stand for that international rules-based order be followed based on UNCLOS, the UN laws. So that is our position, and we want to reiterate in response to your question. We want to reiterate our position once again.
We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned.
We invest a lot on healthy living. Are we taking equal care to prevent HIV? Avoid risky behavior.
वोकल फॉर लोकल हमारी बहुत समस्याओं का समाधान आत्मनिर्भरता में।
यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के विजन वोकल फॉर लोकल के अनुरूप माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के नेतृत्व में स्थानीय उत्पादों को मिला ग्लोबल मार्केट। यूपी इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड शो के द्वितीय संस्करण में रिकॉर्ड 10,000 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक का व्यापार हुआ है सुनिश्चित। इस वैश्विक व्यापारिक महाकुंभ में 70 से अधिक देशों के 500 से अधिक इंटरनेशनल बायर्स सहित देश विदेश के 5 लाख से अधिक लोगों ने हिस्सा लिया। यूपी इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड शो उत्तर प्रदेश के व्यापार को नई गति देकर अर्थव्यवस्था को $1 ट्रिलियन बनाने में अहम पड़ाव साबित होगा। यूपी इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड शो, सोर्सिंग का अद्वितीय मंच।
Welcome back. Heading on to the next news. Haryana is set to vote on Saturday for the assembly election. The state chief electoral officer Pankaj Agarwal said over 2 crore 3 lakh people and eligible to vote, of which 1.7 crore are male voters, 95 lakhs are women and 467 are third gender. There will be 20,632 polling stations in 22 districts. Meanwhile, the BJP and Congress are going neck to neck in the election. The BJP currently holding the reins of power in the state. 1,031 candidates are going to contest assembly elections. Prominent among those in the fray include Chief Minister Saini, Leader of Opposition Bhupinder Singh Hooda, INLD's Abhi Singh Chotala, JJP's Dushyant Chotala, BJP Anil Vij, and OP Dhankar Badli, AAP's Anurag Dhanda, and Congress Vinesh Phogat. Counting of votes will occur on October 8.
जैसा कि आपको विदित है, कल 5 अक्टूबर को हरियाणा के आम चुनाव के लिए मतदान होना है, विधानसभा के चुनाव के लिए। और यहाँ पर जो हरियाणा में जो कुल मतदाता है, जो 12 सितंबर को हमारी फाइनल मतदाता सूची प्रकाशित हुई थी, उसके हिसाब से 2,03,54,350 कुल मतदाता है। इसमें जो पुरुष मतदाता है वो 1,07,75,957 है और इसी प्रकार से जो महिला मतदाता है वो है 95,77,926 और थर्ड जेंडर के जो मतदाता है 467 है। और जिसमें कि सीनियर सिटीजन जो 85 साल से ज्यादा के उम्र के मतदाता हैं वो है 2,31,093। जो सेंटेनेरियन है जो 100 प्लस के हैं वो 8,821 है। यंग वोटर जो हैं वो 5,24,514 है और दिव्यांग मतदाता 1,49,142 है। और जहां तक आपने बूथों की बात की, टोटल हरियाणा में 22 जिलों में 20,632 पोलिंग स्टेशन हैं। कैंडिडेट 1,031 थे।
और ये कब से चालू होगा, कितने बजे लगे, कितने बजे तक, अगर उसके बाद भी अगर लाइन में तो उसका
नहीं, जहां तक आपको ज्ञान में भी होगा, मतदान जो है कल 5 अक्टूबर को सुबह 7 बजे से प्रारंभ होगा और 7 बजे के बाद से लेकर वो 6 बजे तक शाम तक चल सकेगा। 6 बजे तक मतलब क्लोज का टाइम है, लेकिन जो भी मतदाता उससे उस समय तक जो भी उस परिसर में आ जाएंगे, उस परिधि में आ जाएंगे पोलिंग स्टेशन की, उनका मतदान उसके बाद भी चल सकता है। उनको एक प्रक्रिया होती है कि उससे पहले 15 मिनट पहले तक वो प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर अनाउंस करके कि भाई 6 बजने वाले हैं और उनको एक पर्ची दे देता है उल्टे क्रम में कि 1 से लेकर जितने, तो जो उस समय 6 बजे तक लाइन में रहेंगे उनको सभी मतदाताओं का मतदान इंश्योर कराना वो प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर की जिम्मेवारी है।
मतदान ज्यादा से ज्यादा हो उसके लिए टेलीविजन ने क्या इंतजाम किया, लोगों को क्या अपील?
देखिए, जहां तक पूरी बृहद कार्य योजना के तहत कार्य किया गया, जो स्वीप की एक्टिविटी जब से इलेक्शन अनाउंस हुए थे 16 अगस्त को और उसके बाद खास करके नॉमिनेशन के बाद जिसने गति पकड़ी थी, हर एक जिलों के अधिकारी, इसमें हमारे जो एडीसी जो है, जो एडिशनल डिप्टी कमिश्नर अतिरिक्त उपायुक्त है, वो जिला में स्वीप के जो प्रचार के वोटर परसेंटेज टर्नआउट बढ़ाने के लिए उसके नोडल ऑफिसर थे और उन्होंने स्कूल्स को, कॉलेजेस को और ऐसे विभिन्न गतिविधियों के माध्यम से इन्होंने जन जागरण का प्रयास किया है ताकि और हमारी आज के भी आपके इसके माध्यम से, मेरी मंच के माध्यम से अपील है समस्त मतदाताओं से हरियाणा के कि वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा संख्या में कल आए और अपने मतदान केंद्र पे आए, अपने मताधिकार का प्रयोग करें और प्रजातांत्रिक प्रणाली जो है उसमें अपनी भूमिका निभाएं।
The Union government on Thursday filed an affidavit before the Supreme Court opposing petitions that have called for the criminalization of marital rape in India. Union Home Ministry backed the existing Indian rape law that carves out an exception for sexual relations between a husband and a wife. It asserted that the issue is more of a social than a legal one, which has a direct bearing on society in general. While so, even if marital rape is to be criminalized, it is not up to the Supreme Court to do so, the centre argued. Centre also said in an institution of marriage, there exists a continuing expectation by spouse to have reasonable sexual access, hence marriage is to be treated differently from other situations. Centre asserted that marriage does not obliterate the concept of women's consent, but punishing husband for rape is not the appropriate remedy.
नहीं, उन्होंने कहा ये लीगल मुद्दा नहीं है, सामाजिक मुद्दा है, तो इसमें क्या गलत कहा?
इसको अपराध नहीं माना जा सकता।
नहीं, उन्होंने जो कहा है वही बात करो ना कि ये एक लीगल मुद्दा नहीं है, एक सामाजिक मुद्दा है।
Slamming Pakistan for perpetrating terror attacks on Indian soil, India exposed Islamabad at the United Nations for justifying terrorism. Exercising its right of reply in response to the statement delivered by the Pakistan, India said some amongst motivated by narrow political gains look to justify terrorism. The UN proscribed terror organizations like LET and JEM have been perpetrating terror attacks on Indian soil, it stated.
Threat to international peace and security. Terrorism is the worst violation of human rights and personal freedoms. Terrorism is an attack on the values that define the international community and seriously impairs the enjoyment of human rights, including the right to life. Terrorism remains a global challenge with cross-border networks driven by ideological and political support, recruitment, organized crime, training, finance, and new and emerging technologies. Terrorist groups have enormously increased their capabilities by acquiring new and cutting-edge technologies, including drones and unmanned aircraft systems with cameras. This growing menace can only be tackled through effective international collaboration, which remains elusive to a large measure because of political divides. The international community is far from reaching a consensus on how to fight this menace collectively. It is unfortunate that while terrorism remains unabated, destroying humanity and societies around the world, our efforts towards a comprehensive convention on international terrorism are constrained by narrow differences. Mr. Chair, the world had only woken up to the perils of terrorism after 9/11 attacks of 2001, which then led to several multilateral initiatives, including the Resolution 1373, which established the Counter-Terrorism Committee. Long before these initiatives, India, as part of the Ad hoc Committee on International Terrorism, established in 1972, has been calling for a comprehensive multilateral legal framework to counter terrorism. In November 1996, India took initiative to circulate a first draft of a Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism, or CCIT. It has been almost 30 years. However, a consensus on this eludes us. The Pact of the Future, adopted on 22nd September 2024 at the Summit of the Future, has again underscored the determination of the member states to pursue a future free from terrorism. We urge member states to take an objective approach and end the stalemate preventing the adoption of a comprehensive convention on international terrorism. India reiterates the need for early finalization of draft CCIT. On the definition of international terrorism, we believe the operating para 3 of the UNSC Resolution 1566 of 2004 provides a comprehensive definition for international terrorism, which could be a basis for further discussion. Mr. Chair, India has faced the horrors of state-sponsored cross-border terrorism much prior to the world taking serious note of it. Over the last more than 3 decades, we have lost thousands of innocent civilian lives. The 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, the 2016 Pathankot air base attack, and the 2019 suicide bombing of a policeman at Pulwama are imprinted strongly in every Indian's living memory. We have and will continue to fight terrorism resolutely, bravely, and with a zero-tolerance approach.
We'll now take another short break. Stay tuned.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। आप सभी प्रदेशवासियों को नवरात्रि की ढेरों शुभकामनाएं। सनातन धर्म और संस्कृति में नवरात्रि का विशेष महत्व है। शक्ति की उपासना का यह महापर्व आप सभी के लिए सुख, समृद्धि, सौभाग्य और आरोग्य लेकर आए। हमारा छत्तीसगढ़ निरंतर प्रगति के पथ पर अग्रसर हो, यही कामना है। जय माता दी।
Welcome back. Heading on to the next news. As the Middle East faces escalating tensions, particularly between Israel and Iran, the Indian Navy has made a significant move by docking 3 of its training warships at Iran's Bandar Abbas port. This deployment involving INS Tir, INS Shardul and ICGS Veera is part of a long-range mission in the Persian Gulf aimed at conducting joint training exercises with the Iranian Navy. On Tuesday, the warship were welcomed into port by the Iranian warship IRI Ship Zera, highlighting the naval collaboration between the two countries. This strategic naval exercise comes at a crucial time as Israel signals its intent to take military action against Iran in response to growing regional instability. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu recently hinted at striking Iran in a video message following conflicts with Hamas and Hezbollah. To prevent this confrontation from escalating into a full-scale war, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi called Netanyahu, urging restraint and diplomatic solution. Amid this heightened tension, the docking of Indian warships at an Iranian port has geopolitical implications as India continues to walk a diplomatic tightrope between the energy security interests and its international partnership. A 21-year-old girl was allegedly raped by 3 unknown men in the Boddev Ghat area in Pune on Thursday night, as per reports by the Kondwa police. As per the police, the girl had gone to the Ghat with her friend, where she was allegedly raped by 3 unknown accused at around 11 p.m. local time. However, the incident was reported to police at around 5 a.m. on Friday. The search for the accused is still underway and 10 teams of the crime branch and detective branch were formed for the search and arrest of the accused, as per Pune Joint Commissioner of Police Ranjan Kumar Sharma.
An incident of rape has been reported in Kondwa police station, where yesterday night one area called Boddev Ghat, where the victim girl and his friend had gone for walking, and there 3 unknown persons approached them and did this incident of sexual abuse. The incident was reported early in the morning today, and after that immediately 10 teams have been deployed for identification and apprehending the accused. Other specialized technical teams are also working on that, and we are sure that we will nab them as soon as possible. The girl is conscious, but still she is admitted in Sassoon Hospital. She has given her statement, and on that the registration process of FIR is going on. Yes, we have already started this hunt, and for this we have also taken the help of SP Rural. Their crime branch team is also working on that. Our crime branch, our detection branch and other teams are working on this front, and we will nab them as soon as possible.
Following the incident, NCP-SCP Working President Supriya Sule said that it was a very infuriating incident and questioned the safety of women in Pune and across the state. She further criticized the State Home Department for not taking any action to stop such incidents. NCP-SCP Chief Sharad Pawar said that there is a lot of anger among people due to increasing atrocities on women. Shiv Sena leader Anand Dubey also condemned the Maharashtra government for failing to ensure law and order, citing the gang rape of a 21-year-old in Pune as proof of rampant criminality.
में कानून व्यवस्था पूरी तरह लचर हो गई है, चरमरा गई है, क्योंकि गृह मंत्री, मुख्यमंत्री का ध्यान कानून व्यवस्था पर बिल्कुल नहीं है। अभी अभी जो घटना देर रात से पुणे के कोंडवा से आ रही है कि हमारी एक बहन जो 21 वर्ष की थी, उसके साथ 3 अज्ञात लोगों ने सामूहिक बलात्कार किया, उसका अपहरण किया, मारपीट की। मतलब अपराधियों में कानून का कोई खौफ रहा नहीं। अपराधी जान गए हैं कि क्या कोई कर लेगा। ये सरकार उदासीन है, सरकार लापरवाह है, सरकार में कानून व्यवस्था नाम की कोई चीज नहीं है। अपराधी बेधड़क घूम रहे हैं, वो भी नवरात्रि के पावन पर्व में। कल ही नवरात्रि का पहला दिन हुआ, घट स्थापना हुई। हम शक्ति की पूजा करते हैं, माँ दुर्गा की पूजा करते हैं, अपनी बच्चियों को, अपनी माताओं बहनों को हम शक्ति कहते हैं, और आज ये घटना सुनने आ गई। मतलब ये जो महायुति की सरकार है, ये क्या चाहती है? एक तरफ कहती है लाडली बहन योजना, दूसरी तरफ अपनी लाडली बहन की इज्जत नहीं बचा पा रही है, उनको सुरक्षा नहीं दे पा रही है। और हम अगर विपक्ष के नाते उनसे सवाल पूछते हैं तो लोग कहते हैं कि हम राजनीति कर रहे हैं। आरोपी कब पकड़े जाएंगे, कौन लोग थे, ऐसा दुस्साहस क्यों किया उन्होंने, ये सारी चीज पूछने का एक आम जनमानस होने के नाते, एक विपक्ष होने के नाते हमारा अधिकार है। सरकार अगर अच्छा काम करती है तो सरकार की हम एक प्रकार से सराहना भी करते हैं, लेकिन अगर सरकार इसी प्रकार से उदासीन हो गई है, सरकार एक निष्क्रिय हो गई है, तो उसको घेरने का भी हमारे ऊपर दायित्व है। ये जो पुणे की घटना हुई है कल देर रात।
That's all for the Prime Time Bulletin. This is your anchor signing off.